What if I told you that a single 1978 Lincoln penny, yes, a penny, could be worth over $1 million? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. A rare 1978 Lincoln penny with NO mint mark has been recently valued at $1.1 million. And the best part? You could have one sitting in your old coin jar, your pocket change, or even an inherited collection. Stay with me, because today, I'll show you exactly what to look for, how to check your pennies, and how to sell them for the highest price possible. So, what makes this 1978 Lincoln penny so special? Most pennies from 1978 were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But a rare error coin was produced, without a mint mark. This means no tiny D or S under the date. Here's the shocking part, these no mint mark pennies were struck on the wrong planchet, making them extremely rare. Only a few have been discovered, and collectors are willing to pay big money for them. Now, let's get to the exciting part, how you can find one. Look at the year, must be 1978. If there's no mint mark, you may have a rare coin. Look for special features. The coin should have a copper red color. It must be in good condition. Some have a slight doubling effect on letters or numbers. Professional grading increases value and buyer confidence. Find the right buyer. Coin auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers can fetch top dollar. You can also list it on eBay or contact professional collectors. Warning: avoid selling to random coin shops without proper appraisal. Some may underpay. Imagine turning a simple penny into over $1 million. This is why checking your change is so important. So, take a few minutes today, search your old coin jars, drawers, or inherited collections. You could be holding a fortune and not even know it. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries. Also, share this with friends who love collecting coins. Imagine finding a simple penny in your pocket, a coin so rare, so valuable, that collectors are willing to pay up to $6 million for it. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you this isn't just a dream, it's happening right now? There's one specific 1977 Lincoln penny that could change your life forever, and you might already have it sitting in your drawer. In 1977, millions of pennies were struck, but not all were created equal. Some carried a crucial, almost invisible error, one that makes them worth a fortune today. The key? The missing mint mark. That's right. A tiny missing letter can mean the difference between a regular penny and a multimillion-dollar windfall. Before you rush to check your piggy bank, let's break it down. Mint marks indicate where a coin was produced. Most 1977 pennies have a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But a select few? No mint mark at all. And that's what makes them incredibly rare. But here's the catch, not every 1977 no mint mark penny is worth millions. There are specific signs and conditions that can skyrocket its value. And I'm about to tell you exactly what to look for. Now, here's where things get exciting, and a little nerve-wracking. The value of these rare pennies has been steadily climbing. Just last year, a near-perfect condition 1977 no mint mark penny sold for an astonishing $6 million at auction. And experts predict prices will continue to soar. So, how do you know if you have the golden ticket hiding in your change jar? First, check the obverse. Look at the date. Does it have a mint mark below the year? If not, you could be holding on to something priceless. Second, condition is everything. A coin in mint, uncirculated condition is far more valuable than a worn one. Think of it like baseball cards, the better the condition, the higher the price. And third, this is a big one, get it authenticated. Don't just assume you've struck gold. Professional grading can mean the difference between a few $100 and millions. Imagine selling a penny for more money than most people make in a lifetime. But here's the twist, there's a ticking clock. As more of these rare coins are discovered, the market could shift, and prices may fluctuate. That means hesitation could cost you dearly. Okay, by now, some of you are already digging through your couch cushions. But let's be honest, when was the last time you even looked at a penny? If you're like most people, you probably drop them in a jar and forget about them. Well, today, that jar might just hold your $1,000,000 ticket. So, what's your next move? First, check your pennies. You never know, you might be sitting on a fortune. Second, if you find one, don't rush to sell it to the first buyer. Get it graded and appraised by a reputable numismatic expert. Third, remember that patience pays. The value of rare coins continues to rise, and those who hold on to them could see even bigger paydays in the future. Don't worry. There are still treasure hunts to be had. Coin roll hunting, estate sales, and online auctions are all great places to look for rare finds. The key is knowing what to search for. So tell me, are you going to let this opportunity slip through your fingers, or are you ready to take action and change your financial future forever? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more rare coin discoveries that could make you rich. There's one more coin from the 1970s that's even rarer than this one. And it could be hiding right under your nose. Want to know which one? Stick around for the next video, where I reveal another hidden treasure that could be worth even more than this $6 million penny. Imagine this, you're sorting through a jar of old coins, and you stumble upon a penny. Just 1 cent, right? But what if I told you that this one specific penny could be worth up to $5 million? That's right, a 1973 Lincoln penny that could turn your pocket change into life-changing wealth. But here's the kicker, most people have no idea they might be holding one right now. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what makes this penny so special, how to check if you have one, and most importantly, how to cash in on it before someone else does. Now, why is this little coin commanding such an insane price in today's market? Well, in 1973, the US Mint was experimenting with different materials for pennies, considering shifting away from copper due to rising costs. While most pennies were made with copper, a handful were struck in aluminum as test pieces. These aluminum pennies were supposed to be destroyed, but a few mysteriously escaped into circulation, and here's where it gets wild. One of these rare pennies sold for over $200,000 at auction. But recently, collectors and investors have driven the price up to an astonishing $5 million. That's a life-changing amount of money for a coin that could be hiding in your piggy bank right now. Now, let me ask you this, how often do you actually check your spare change? If you're like most people, probably not that often. But after today, you might start looking at pennies a little differently. Here's what you need to check right now. Look for the 1973 Mint mark, located under the year on the coin. Normal pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, but the valuable aluminum versions are much lighter, around 0.93 grams. The color is also a dead giveaway. If it looks silvery, almost like a dime, you might have hit the jackpot. Now, here's the urgent part. If you do have one, don't rush to spend it or sell it to just anyone. Some dealers might lowball you, offering a fraction of its true value. Instead, get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC, and then auction it off where collectors are willing to pay top dollar. And before you go, here's something to think about. What if you have more rare pennies lying around? What if your grandparents' coin collection or that old jar in the attic is worth millions? Would you be okay with letting that kind of money slip through your fingers? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because in our next video, I'll reveal another rare penny that's turning everyday people into millionaires. Don't miss out, your fortune could be waiting for you. So, what's the first thing you're going to do after watching this? Dig through your old pennies? Let me know in the comments. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, that tiny copper coin sitting in your drawer, could be worth up to $4 million? Imagine finding one, cashing it in, and instantly changing your life. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's a reality for a select few who know what to look for. And today, I'm going to reveal the shocking truth about the no mint mark 1967 Lincoln penny and why collectors are going absolutely crazy over it. But pay close attention, because missing a single detail could mean losing out on life-changing money. Why this penny is so special. Let's start with a quick history lesson. but don't worry, I promise this won't feel like school. In 1967, the US Mint was experimenting due to a coin shortage. To speed up production, they removed mint marks entirely, meaning no pennies from that year have a D or S mark. Sounds like it should make them common, right? Wrong. Because of a rare minting error, a tiny batch of these pennies came out with unique features that make them worth a fortune today. Now, I know what you're thinking, okay, but how do I know if I have one? Great question. And trust me, you don't want to miss what I'm about to tell you next. How to identify this rare penny? Alright, here's where things get exciting, and a little nerve-wracking. Because if you've ever held a 1967 penny in your hands, you might be sitting on a goldmine and not even know it. The valuable ones weigh slightly different from the regular ones. Experts use precision scales to check, look for doubling on the lettering or unusual marks. These flaws can skyrocket the value. If your penny is uncirculated or has a deep red hue, you might be in for a major payday. But wait, how much are we talking? Well, that's where things get wild. The shocking market value and how to sell it right now. Serious collectors are shelling out thousands, sometimes even millions, for these rare 1967 Lincoln pennies. In fact, one sold for nearly $4 million at auction. Yes, $4 million, for a penny. So, what should you do if you think you have one? Here's your game plan. Scrubbing it with anything can reduce its value significantly. Get it authenticated. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can confirm its legitimacy. Find the right buyer. Auctions, rare coin dealers, and even online marketplaces can connect you with high-paying collectors. Now, I have to warn you, scammers are out there, ready to take advantage of unsuspecting sellers. So before you do anything, you need to know the biggest mistake that could cost you thousands, or even millions. I'll reveal that in my next video, so make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. And before you go, check your pocket change. You just might be holding your ticket to a millionaire lifestyle. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out an old penny, and realizing it's worth more than a brand new Lamborghini. Sounds crazy, right? Well, buckle up, because today, we're talking about one of the rarest and most valuable Lincoln pennies in existence, the 1963 no-mark Abraham Lincoln penny. This unassuming little coin has sold for up to $3 million, and if you have one, you might be sitting on a hidden fortune. Picture this: a coin collector stumbles upon an ordinary-looking 1963 Lincoln penny at an estate sale. He pays just a few cents for it, not realizing he's holding a multi-million-dollar treasure. Later, after a detailed inspection, numismatists confirm that this rare penny is missing the mint mark, an error that turns it into a once-in-a-lifetime find. But why does a missing mint mark make a coin worth millions? And how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies hiding in your change jar? Stick around, because in just a moment, I'll reveal exactly what to look for, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. Here's the deal: most 1963 pennies have a mint mark indicating where they were produced: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But in rare cases, the mint mark was accidentally left off, creating an extremely valuable error coin. The fewer there are, the higher the price. And right now, demand is at an all-time high. Let's talk numbers. Recently, one of these rare pennies sold for over $3 million at auction. That's not a typo, $3 million. Even lower-graded versions of this coin can fetch thousands. Think about that for a second. A penny that once bought a stick of gum is now worth more than a mansion. Now, I know what you're thinking: okay, but how do I know if I have one of these rare pennies? Great question. I'm about to walk you through a step-by-step method to check your coins, so you don't accidentally give away a small fortune. First, grab any 1963 pennies you have and look for the mint mark, which is usually below the date. If there's no letter, you might have a rare coin. But don't go spending that fortune just yet. You'll need to check its condition, weight, and other key details before confirming its true value. Get it professionally graded. Companies like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin and give it an official value. But here's the catch: if you sell to the wrong buyer, you could lose out on thousands, or even millions. I'll tell you exactly where to sell your penny for maximum profit in just a second, but first, do you think you might have a rare 1963 no-mark Lincoln penny? Drop a comment below and let me know. Now, let's talk about the safest, most profitable way to sell your rare penny. Many collectors fall into traps, selling too soon, trusting the wrong buyers, or not getting proper certification. To make sure you don't lose out, watch my next video where I break down the best-selling strategies, insider tips, and secret auctions that can get you the absolute highest payout. Trust me, you don't want to miss this, so, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and check your pockets, because your next penny could be worth millions. Imagine this, you're digging through an old jar of pennies, something you've had sitting in your attic for years. You pull out a dusty, worn-out coin and think, just another penny. But wait, what if I told you that tiny copper piece in your hand could be worth up to $2 million? That's right. A single 1952 Lincoln penny could change your life overnight. Don't believe me? Stick around, because I'm about to show you exactly how to tell if you're sitting on a fortune. A man from California found an old penny in his grandfather's coin collection. He was about to toss it into a Coinstar machine when he decided to do a quick search online. That search led him to a rare discovery. His 1952 Lincoln penny was one of the rarest error coins in existence. Days later, he was sitting at an auction, watching in shock as collectors bid up his worthless coin to nearly $2 million. Now, before you rush to check your pockets, let's break down exactly why this coin is so valuable and how you can cash in on it. So, what makes this penny so special? The 1952 Lincoln penny is valuable for several reasons: rare mint errors. Some of these pennies were struck with off-center designs, double dies, or even on the wrong metal planchets. Limited mintage. Compared to other years, fewer 1952 pennies were produced, making them harder to find. Pristine condition. Coins graded MS65 or higher are the real jackpot. If you've got a well-preserved penny, your chances of a big payday just skyrocketed. Have you ever checked the fine details on your old coins? If not, you could be walking past a life-changing fortune every day. Let that sink in for a moment. Okay, let's be real. How many times have you picked up a penny and thought, why even bother? But what if skipping that coin meant missing out on a new house, a luxury car, or an early retirement? Let's make a deal. Next time you see a penny, you promise to check it. Deal? Alright, let's move on. Now that you know why the 1952 Lincoln penny is so valuable, let's talk about how you can find one and sell it for maximum profit. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the letters or numbers. Look for an off-center strike or unusual metal tone. If you think you have a rare coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A higher grade means a higher value. Avoid pawn shops. Instead, sell through online auctions, coin dealers, or major coin shows where collectors are willing to pay top dollar. Now, you might be wondering, what if I have another rare penny sitting in my collection worth even more than this? Well, you're in luck, because in my next video, I'm revealing the top 5 rare pennies worth up to $5 million. You won't want to miss it. Before you rush off to check your pennies, make sure to hit that like button if you found this information valuable. And if you're serious about turning your coin collection into a goldmine, subscribe now so you never miss an update. Now go check your pennies, and maybe, just maybe, you're about to become a millionaire. Imagine checking your pocket change and realizing you're holding a tiny piece of copper worth $7 million. Sounds crazy, right? Well, stay with me, because today, we're uncovering the shocking truth behind the 2006 Mark Abraham Lincoln penny and why collectors are going absolutely wild over it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to cash in if you're lucky enough to have one. Pennies. We toss them in jars, leave them in our car's cup holders, or even ignore them on the ground. But what if I told you one of these overlooked little coins could make you a multimillionaire overnight? That's exactly what happened when collectors discovered a rare error in the 2006 Lincoln penny, sending its value skyrocketing. Now, before you rush to check your wallet, let me tell you why this particular penny is so valuable. It all comes down to a rare minting error, one so unique that it has transformed an ordinary penny into a $7 million treasure. But here's the catch, only a few of these exist. So, what exactly makes this penny special? Let's dive in, and no, before you ask, it's not made of gold, nor does it have a hidden treasure map on the back. But I promise, it's just as exciting. The 2006 D. Mark Abraham Lincoln penny became legendary due to a rare double die error. This means the coin was struck twice during the minting process, creating a visible doubling effect on Lincoln's features, the date, and even the words, "In God We Trust." This tiny mistake makes collectors and investors lose their minds, and their wallets, over it. Now, let's talk numbers. A standard 2006 D penny. Barely worth 1 cent. But one of these rare error coins. It recently sold for an eye-watering $7 million at auction. And here's the kicker, experts believe there are still a few of these pennies out there, waiting to be discovered. That's right, you could be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it, but wait, how do you know if you have one of these hidden gems? Well, before you start digging through every jar of change in your house, let me show you exactly what to look for. If you want to strike it rich, here's what you need to do. If you see any doubling on Lincoln's face, the date, or the words around the coin, you might have a jackpot in your hands. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Some details are almost invisible to the naked eye. A $10 investment in a magnifying tool could turn into a $1 million payday. You need experts to authenticate your coin's rarity. Look for services like PCGS or NGC to grade and certify your penny. Online auction houses, private collectors, and coin shows are your best bet for cashing in. Now, here's the $1 million question. Could you be the next person to cash in on a rare 2006 D penny? There's only one way to find out. Start searching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because I'll be revealing more hidden coin treasures that could be worth millions. You don't want to miss out. And if you've ever found a rare coin before, tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a piggy bank to crack open. See you in the next one.